Hey, what's up guys? Snooty Minutes right here, and yes, today I'm doing another live commentary video. I wanted to do another one here to discuss today's topic, and as you can tell from the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about gifting. As within the recent Fortnitemares update, which by the way, it's been really good so far, Epic actually did a change to the gifting system, and it has been a very divisive change amongst the Fortnite player base, and today I wanted to talk about it here and just showcase what they really did here, because this was such a really dumb change that I don't really think anybody was really asking for, and the reason why this happened is pretty surprising. So let's go to the item shop here. This is something in which I really want to discuss here with you all about this, because ever since this change that happened with gifting, it has been very divisive, and the change that they decided to do was essentially here. Let me go over to the Disney villains, for example here. By the way, 3,800 V-Bucks for this is insane, by the way. So let's say, as an example, your friend bought one of these skins and you wanted to be nice and gift them the rest of this bundle here. Well, if we go over to this, as you can see, I mean, I gotta find somebody that has this prompt on here. I can tell you this here is that there is a new prompt that shows up for people who essentially do not own all the cosmetics. And here it is right here. It says something went wrong right here in my friends list. This means that this person right here, Lego Evan, for example, shout out to him by the way, bought one of the cosmetics separately from this bundle, meaning that if you wanted to gift a friend that bought something in this bundle, for example, or any bundles, that includes new and old bundles, they cannot be gifted anything unless if they own one cosmetic out of there. If they don't own anything, like some of my other friends on my friends list here, for example, I can gift them normally, and obviously for people who don't have gifts on, and obviously for people who already own the cosmetics. But if somebody owns one cosmetic out of any of the bundles, again, new or old, they cannot be gifted the entire bundle. Like, that's crazy. You can't even see like discounts anymore, which is just ridiculous that this is something that happened. Like, if somebody wanted the Phantom Guff bundle, for example, and if they bought, let's say, like the wrap or even like the pickaxe for an example here, they cannot be gifted the bundle. They have to buy it all completely separately on their account, and friends cannot help them at all, which is insane. Even with like Edward Scissorhands here, like, it's so weird that they're doing it. And obviously, here's a great example for me. I actually bought the Pumpkin King skin because I really like the skin here, and I cannot be gifted the rest of the bundle, which is 1,400 V-Bucks for me, by the way, because I own the Pumpkin King. Like, that is so weird and such a dumb change that I don't really know anybody who was really asking for this. And you might be wondering, why did they do this? Why did they go ahead with this decision when it comes to gifting? Well, there actually was a situation that happened not too long ago with another collaboration that actually came out into the item shop, which was a very popular collab, and that was the Incredibles. You see, when the Incredibles came out, there was actually a method that actually went completely public, which has been something that has been happening for a long time, but went public when the Incredibles came out, to where you can actually mess with the gifting system in order to get bundles cheaper. I forgot the exact way on how people did it, but I'm pretty sure they bought one of the emotes from the Incredibles, I believe Frozone, and a pickaxe, and somebody gifted the rest of the bundle, then they refunded that whole entire, like, the purchases that they made, and essentially they could buy the bundle for like a very cheap price. I think at some points it was at like 200, which was crazy, and this is why they decided to go in this direction here. This is why they went and decided to block gifting for everybody, like for people who obviously own at least one cosmetic out of here, which is absolutely crazy. Like, I can understand why they went with this decision. I can understand why, because this was a huge exploit that was a really bad one. Like, I mean, come on. Like, getting bundles for very cheap is just a really dumb way to go about this stuff here. Just do it normally, especially with like locker bundles, because locker bundles, I know, have cheap stuff to them if you own certain things out of those bundles. But if it's stuff like new stuff, if you really gotta try and, like, you know, essentially cheat the system to try and get stuff for cheap, you should have honestly gotten banned for it, because in my opinion, that's exploiting. And what's crazy is that I don't think the people who did this got banned. Like, that is crazy. But instead of like patching the entire situation, the whole problem in general, they decided, you know what? If anybody owns at least one cosmetic out of an entire bundle that exists, like again, for example, the Disney villains, let's say if somebody bought Maleficent off screen, they cannot be gifted the rest of the bundle, which is just insane. Like, the player base essentially got punished because of a small group of players who were abusing the gifting system. Like, in my opinion, I really think they should just go back and redo this whole system here, because it wasn't the gifting that was the problem, in my opinion. I would say that it was the players who found this exploit out entirely. I think they should just patch this exploit instead of just blocking gifting for any bundles. Again, old or new bundles. If you own any cosmetics out of any bundle in the game, that also includes upcoming locker bundles, you cannot gift your friends them. It's just so dumb. Like, they should have honestly just banned the people who did this and then patched it, and if people tried to do it again, they would get banned for exploiting, not punishing the player base because of what people did. Like, that's crazy. Like, what if somebody, like, you know, for me, for example, Jack Skellington, he's back in the item shop. Look, I could get the rest of the bundle for 600 V-Bucks. Well, I cannot be gifted this bundle because I own the skin and the emote. Like, that is absolutely stupid. And again, I can understand why they went ahead with this decision here, and I can see why entirely, because obviously people were cheating the system to get bundles very cheap. But this is not the way to go. I really don't like what they did with this here. I really hope they do actually go maybe revamp this system, because in my opinion, this was just not the way to go, because this really just made gifting very much less of an importance for people who really want to gift like friends or even sometimes family members stuff that they cannot get, because this is just a really dumb thing that they did. And I would love to hear your thoughts about it down below in the comment section of this video. What do you think about this change? But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, aka Max account, and also don't forget to use my support creator code within the Fortnite item shop. That's Mino5, that's MINO5, #ad. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.